Hello everybody, I'm just about ready to get started. So unfortunately, today's a little bit of another time constraint. So we'll see how far we get into stage 7. The goal will be playing all 3, but I have a feeling we're only going to get to 2. But we'll see how things go. So we've played these before in the beginner campaign for Liu Bei, but I don't think the strategies will change that much for the ones that are, I would say, not probably going to be picked as the main path in the playthrough. I don't imagine much would really change, other than dealing with extra enemies. But I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and pause the soundtrack. Let's jump into the game itself. Let's get the context for the 3-route scenario, and then we'll pick a path.
Liu Bei defeats Liu Zhang, subjugating Yi Province. Meanwhile, bouncing back from his defeat in Chibi, Cao Cao goes on the offensive against Liu Bei. He directs Jia Haoba to take Hanzhong, and has Cao Ren of Fangjing prepared to attack the Jing Province. Then, seemingly in concert with Cao Cao, the king of the Man clan, Meng Huo, advances towards the Yi Province border in an act of open rebellion. Liu Bei finds himself forced to split his army into thirds in order to fight the enemy on 3 fronts simultaneously.
All 3 attacks will occur simultaneously. Choose which Liu Bei will participate in. Well, joke's on you, game. We're doing all of them. But we'll start with Mount Din, since that tends to be the quickest. Sure, we'll lead the attack.
Let me show them, brother!
All right, it's time to lay out your plans.
Anyone have any good ideas?
Liu Bei, General Ma Chao wants to undergo athletic disciplines. So, do you think he should go?
Let's have Lord Sun Quan of Wu invade Cao Cao's army from a totally unexpected direction. Then Cao Cao will have to break off part of his army to launch a counterattack.
Welcome,
The
Steve.
new recruits aren't mixing well with the experienced soldiers. There's a complete lack of unity. But a tough and demanding training will teach them to work together.
My lord, what would you have us do?
What would you have us do? Yeah, I think since we don't super care about the route, training, I love how there's just 2 options. You either train a specific general or train the troops. I don't see why you would ever really need to train Ma Chao. He comes with a decent number of abilities already. It's not like he's Guan Ping or something where he literally starts with nothing. Yeah, we're just going to tell them to request attacks so I don't have to deal with as many enemies, since I'm not planning on keeping this in the main playthrough.
Good, it's decided. Let's work together on this.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Lord Sun Quan has consented to our proposal. They will begin to march immediately.
Enemy is preparing for an attack by Sun Quan. He's sending troops to the borders of Wu.
Liu Bei leads his army's main unit, advancing to Mount DinJun, Hanzhong's most strategic point. In Zhuchang, Cao Cao decides that Jia Haoba cannot defend Hanzhong alone. With Jun Yu as supreme commander and Sima Yi as warlord, the army quickly moves to Mount DinJun.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the rave dance scene. Chat, there's so many ridiculous things in Kessen. I can't remember them all sometimes. There's just no context for this. That'd be probably why I don't remember it.
If only Mei Mei were alive.
Ready for dirty dancing?
They are ready
They were
for
the
Dirty
best
Dancing.
daughter any man could ever have.
I do recall forgetting who Mei Mei was because she was literally only in that one intro cutscene. They flashed her there, but you know what I mean. Ah, yes, very historically accurate
If it were not
dancing.
for Mei Mei, then I would not be alive today. I have to avenge Mei Mei's death.
Zhang Fei and his very real, totally not made up for the game daughters. As Liu Bei goes after his love, totally not made up for the game, Diao Chan.
All right, begin the council.
We received a report from the scouting unit. They only managed to find the location of the storehouse.
Okay, the storehouse location did not change.
We will only win if the enemy General Xun Yu is forced to flee the battlefield once and for all. But if you flee, there is no doubt in my mind that we will lose.
I agree. Tell me what options there are.
This is the strategy I've come up with. This battle will be won by the side that destroys the other's provisions first. You will stay and guard our storehouse, brother.
No, I'm pretty sure I can't
And
solo.
we'll attack their
If this was
provisions.
normal difficulty, I would do
With their
this.
supplies gone, the enemy will lose the will to fight.
I'm sure I can maneuver around their storehouse in this plan, but let's not pick this
Master
one.
Liu Bei, I too have a strategy. As in Lord Zhang Fei's plan, we will ask Master Liu Bei to protect our storehouse. And the remaining units will attack the enemy storehouse. But we will divide into two groups, forcing the enemy to fight from both sides, weakening their defenses.
No, I don't really want to split my troops if I can avoid it. Not like that. Come on, give me a better plan, right, chat?
Liu Bei, listen to my strategy.
Sinley's talking again.
Liu Bei and Zhuge Liang will protect the storehouse. The mines will be deployed here.
Well, I mean, we all know what
Our
answer the chat
remaining units
wants.
will set out against the enemy's storehouse. This way, no matter what direction the enemy attacks from, we'll be able to protect our supply.
This is much better.
Please decide upon a strategy, my lord.
Alright, so I get free damage with the mines, and I get back up with Liu Bei because I don't think he can solo guard it because it's not a lower difficulty. So we're just gonna do lay traps and defend, chat. I think that's, again, the only right answer.
I've made my decision. To battle!
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
Alright, so let's rearrange the strategy slightly. Oh, we got cutscenes.
Oh, Father, look at that! See how they like it when we destroy all their foodstuffs.
Mistress Lily and Mistress Lo Lo attacked the enemy and got captured by Zhang Yu.
What?
What? Hey, this should be them losing their
What's
troops.
this? Now our lord expects us to fight with these few men?
Yes, and not only Liu Bei, but Sun Quan is on the march. Cao Cao has ordered us to disperse our troops.
What?
Liu Bei. Very well then, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, see that? I reduced their troop count by like 6k. I think I kind of need that. Here's what we're gonna do. I want Huang Zhang to attack from the side. How to do this? So basically what I'm looking to do is give chat an idea. So the enemy is gonna come south, right? We've seen it before. This is not ambiguous. They're gonna come to the south. The question is, if they send 2 people to the left and 3 people down, if I have Huang Zhang on the side, if I can't interfere in the battle directly, he's going to be able to shoot arrows, so that's free damage. If he can interfere directly, I might be able to kill their central unit and bypass them to go straight to the storehouse. something like this. I want Zhang Fei to be on the inner side. I kind of wish these characters were swapped. If Sun Li was where was where Zhang Fei was, I would have been really happy. I don't think Sun Li can push fast enough, where I think Zhang Fei should be able to. Also, I love how many troops Huang Zhang has, by the way, chat. You know, he just has a casual 11,000, you know. He's been leeching some XP, chat. That's all I have to say about that. So we're gonna manually move Huang Zhang once he's in position. And then what I'm looking to do is probably have Sun Li cut across. I want to lure them in such a way that only 2 people are fighting me at once. And then the 3rd person is too dummy to reach me properly. Or if nothing else, I stall until Huang Zhang plus other characters are able to do this. Did they beat me to the location I wanted to go to? That kind of sucks. Huh. I wanted to go here, but they're gonna beat me here. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I could just leave them as is, I guess. Whatever. Alright, so if I come over here, I should be able to get a 2v1, which shouldn't be too bad. Zihao Ba will challenge Zhang Fei, so maybe that's for the best. Not quite my original plan, but that's fine. I just want to make sure they're in a way that they can't 3v2 me, if that makes sense. So I need to stop them from going too much further than where they are here. And then Huang Zhang should have a really easy back attack. See how he can almost make it there? I'm actually going to tell her to hold still so the enemy moves forward more. I think that's the right play. So if I did this right, I should be able to interfere in this battle pretty easily. By just letting them walk forward a bit more. Holy, he's got 5 spells. She is so dead, chat. If she does not receive assistance, she is so beyond dead. It's like almost not even funny. Ooh, see how Ba. Yeah, big yikes. I'm hoping they trip the mine soon, but we'll see. So she's in trouble. We found their enemy commander. I could just kill their enemy commander.
Please give me your strength.
Honestly, chat, if I accidentally kill their commander, I'll just take it. This is not a battle I'm planning to quote-unquote win all the way with. Let's see if this works.
This is how it's done.
I'm not gonna hit like a ton of people. I just need to soften them up a little bit. Okay, that ended up actually being a decent number of people. Not like the highest ever, but it was decent. Yeah, that way she at least stands a chance. Don't tell Huang Zhang to come in. Because the problem with her being in the middle is exactly what we're seeing here. Where she's not quite able... Oh. Oh, I can actually fit there very easily. Ooh, maybe I should have moved up more then. Anyway, mines are going to help here big time. Keep in mind, this is going to demoralize their entire army. Ooh, he already has, like, no troops, so maybe we will get the full clear here.
Mad, you swine.
All we need to do is kill one of the 2 generals who are fighting on the east side first, and we're fine. I just really hope that the other enemy general cannot reach me. I'm kind of worried. Yeah, see, they're turning around, so maybe they can't reach me successfully. We can always have Huang Zhang come in and try to kill, as is. I think we're gonna raid, but... Got stuck. Come on. There we go.
I'm the one in your nightmare.
Again, we just need to soften them up a little bit. Got a couple horsemen.
You're no fun.
I think we hit an okay number of people. I really wish I could duel, but my morale is just too close to his. So see me almost dead, which is good. DinJun using rally, kind of annoying. So far, we haven't lost a character over there, which is good. There's nobody to hit. This is so sad, chat. Oh, we're too good. Whatever, I'll do a lightning just to speed this up slightly. Chat, they just have nobody to hit. This is so sad. We're winning too hard. Okay, I'm gonna do this just to make sure they're demoralized. Even if it doesn't hit a lot of people. The confusion is more important to me than the damage. And honestly, it was still pretty effective, even though I only hit those few people. Yeah, I just wish I could speed the Simi fight up slightly. So Simi is actually almost dead because of the Huangzhong interference. Like, look at the difference in morale, chat, of having Huangzhong pelt arrows. Isn't that crazy? Like, look at that. They're like not even close to each other, how good that is. So anyway, I guess I can make Zhang Fei slip around the back. But unfortunately, I think Zhang Fei's gonna die as is, unless he gets assistance here. Which will probably interfere with Huangzhong, and then we just need one person. Oh, wait, that's a lot of people coming on the left side. Wait a minute. Wait, how many people do they have? Oh. I'm gonna move forward then to stop them from approaching. I kind of don't want to get surrounded here. I did not realize there were 3 people coming this way. That kind of changes my plans slightly. So we're gonna cut them off here so that they can't get further into the base. I think chat would agree that makes sense. Let's not lose because they're able to get around me. There we go. And they didn't trip off the other set of mines, which is kind of sad. I was kind of hoping for that as well. Jeez, Liu Bei is looking kind of complete. Wow, he even has Rush. Wow, chat, we way over leveled Liu Bei in this version. I don't think we had this with him until like Battle 10 last time. Like, it took him forever to get Rush. But right now, he's just kind of the one-man army. Liu Bei, please. Thank you. Let's rally first, give them some time.
Everyone, fight with honor.
So we're basically just becoming invincible. They're bringing archers into a melee battle? That just seems foolish. Honestly, I might just... If their back row's not moving, I might just use it on their archers. Game, please. Alright, so Simi is almost dead. Simi fortunately did not get to use any real abilities. Game, please. So chat, this is what we call unfair. To battle, chat. I think we can all agree that was a brutal rush. That hit all of their archers. Ooh, Liu Bei's war ability increased. Nice. Yeah, we're just gonna shout at them. Oh, see, we did kill Simi.
Well then, they were easier than I thought they were.
Didn't expect it would end like this.
Now here's the question. Since we killed the one on the right first, Zun Yu will come in. Do I back up slightly? I think I do. I think we do the switcheroo. Go ahead, come through, see what happens. Oops, wrong button. Right, chat? I'm like, go ahead. Just give me free access to your storehouse. It'll be fine. So yeah, these people are just done. So G's done. So all we're looking to do it. Where are you going? Zhang Fei's gonna retreat because Zhang Fei, unfortunately, he just doesn't have the damage needed to deal with Xiaoba. Unfortunate, really. In hindsight, I guess we just have Zhang Fei slightly under-leveled. I don't know. Oh wait, whoa, where are they going? Oh, where are they going? Oh, where are they going? Oh, free win? Wait a minute. Chat. Wait a minute. Did they just leave their base completely open? Is this Christmas? Are they letting me do this? Oh, wow, that was really stupid of them.
This one is special.
Well, I guess I win. And Zhang Fei doesn't even need to move. I can just hold still. They just... That was on them. Chad, that was on them. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna reach their storehouse now. It doesn't matter that I'm in a battle with Xiaoba, because I'm just going to interfere here. And save Zhang Fei. And even if they start beating Zhang Fei, it doesn't really matter. Because I'm just going to destroy their compound. Man, I really wish he had one more ability. Yeah, I think we underleveled Zhang Fei by accident. I feel like he should have had Battle Cry or something by now, which would have helped him. So I think we just slipped by them because they're not able to turn fast enough to catch me, right? Oh, they are. Oh, that's annoying. I thought they weren't chasing me. That was just rude. I mean, I'm just gonna keep running. Nobody's gonna stop me from doing this. Come on, end your fights. So they did manage to turn fast enough to catch me, but I might still outrun them, honestly. And I think it is worth trying to get to their storehouse at this point. I have a nice little 2v1 against Yihao Ba, so it shouldn't be too bad. And I don't think they're facing me, so they would have to turn... Oh, Zhang Fei got hit with hail. Oh, that's not good. How you doing, Zhang Fei? Oh, you're almost dead? Man, oh man, if only he had somebody that improved his stats. Mashing X so he loses less troops. Oh, and the enemy forgot about me. Again, you can see me mashing. They are really confused. Enemies reunited. Okay, we gotta retreat soon. This is fine, though. I think now what we do is we do a double retreat here. Zhang Fei can't survive this. And suddenly just needs to retreat. And then we got a free hit on their storehouse. GG, they get wrecked. And then I can send Zhuge.
Back and regroup!
I can send Zhuge to help Zhang Fei, and then I think we're good. So I could have killed their enemy commander with Huang Zhong. But, you know, we might as well just hit their supply depot. It's a little unfortunate she tagged me, which delayed destroying the storehouse by several seconds. It is what it is. Yeah, we know more enemies are approaching. This is fun. We'll just have her turn around. Okay, so we should get a kill there, and then that'll free up one unit to go around the long side. And keep in mind, Huang Zhong's just gonna turn around and attack their main general. So I just need to basically survive. So she is still not leaving combat, which is not good. So she does need to leave combat at some point. Unfortunately, Zhang Fei lost his archers, which I think were his most powered units. But Huang Zhong should just die here. Or Shu Huang, excuse me. Yeah, there's really not much they could do. I'm at max morale. So sad I didn't get them on the other set of mines. That would have helped, actually, pretty significantly. Well, they lost their... Ooh, that looks fun. I was gonna say, well, they lost their compound, so this should be a lot better. Oh, they iron wall. What jerks. I just wanted to have some fun, chat. Oh well, fun denied, chat. So that character should just die on their own. And all we need to do is have Huang Zhang come in and just basically bully Zihao Ba, I guess. If she just leaves combat, I think we'd be good.
But wait, I hope you don't mind an old fellow like me.
So yeah, this will reduce how much damage they're doing to Sun Li. And they're basically just going to die right afterwards. So we're already in a 3v2 on the right side of the map. Zhang Fei is pretty injured, but I don't think this will really matter for very long, to be honest with you. Wait, can they not get by Liu Bei? Maybe they can, I don't know. I moved Zhuge just in case. I would have already been moving Zhuge if I thought I was blocking them. I'm not really sure. This is fine. I just need to not hit their general, which is the hard part. See how Va actually coming towards us directly. Interesting.
Look! They're beaten! Victory is ours!
We have lost, but we won't lose again.
Alright, so now that Liu Bei won again, let's just have them go on a killing spree, I guess. Zhuge, you're the closest, so come around this way. And help finish off... on you, maybe? Do something like this. Liu Bei doesn't intercept that, I'm gonna be so mad. How did Zhuge get caught? What? Right? What? Chat, whatever. Oh, stop me from interfering. Come on. Lame. I mean, at least the battle on the left side should be, like, almost instant. Liu Bei was slightly too slow to intercept. Unfortunate. So I'm gonna let them get a little closer. Yeah, much better.
Get them!
So I guess we're going for the full wipe. I wasn't intending to, but we're here. I might as well just commit. Well, their whole horse unit is dead. Let's go into battle so I can war cry him and possibly just end him.
You fool. Let me show you something.
See, this would have been the perfect time to try to duel them. This is so sad, chat. Only Zhang Fei's morale did not come to zero. Stalling.
Victory is now ours.
So sad. Yeah, that's the big problem with Zhang Fei right now. He doesn't have a morale manipulator. Zhang Fei, you're like completely on the wrong side. So anyway, chat, you can see why I wanted Zhang Fei in the middle. He's just completely on the wrong side at all times. It's so sad. Did I regain my abilities at all, by the way? I got Rally back, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think it does. I'm just gonna charge repeatedly. Longzhong had Iron Wall, nice. Nice try, enemy spellcaster. Yeah, you can see Zhang He's basically done. Look, every time I charge, he loses hundreds. Yeah, this is why we gotta force the charge here. When we have a morale advantage like this, and possibly a troop advantage, because our soldiers have the upgraded shields. It is nice you could see some slight differences in the units. I can see from our big shields we're in the heavy armor or whatever. Zhang Fei, what are you doing? Come this way. Anyway, we're gonna charge a couple times. This fight is over. I'm not even gonna look at the enemy chat. I'm just gonna charge repeatedly. This is fair, right? Yeah, that was fair. You know you're winning when. Well, I don't think any other enemies are coming at this point, so we'll just do this. I was kind of hoping Zhang Fei would have been in position in time, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So Zhuge should be able to finish off the enemy commander. If we could kill the person blocking the other character, we could just kill the main general. You know what? We'll go for the full wipe just for chat. Like, again, I could just turn around and make Zhang Fei 2v1 the enemy general, and it would basically be over. But, it's fine. Yeah, I'm hoping Zhuge eventually gets into position, but we'll see. Yeah, it might be too slow for Zhang Fei to interfere. We'll see. I'll try. I'll skip his dialogue. We know he's going into combat. That's what I just told him to do. And it's possible I could just duel him and kill him instantly. It might work. Oh, no. He'll be split up, so I won't be able to do that. That's disappointing. I don't think it's worth trying to retreat Huangzhong just so I could duel. Ooh, suddenly almost dead. Ooh, that's not good. Well, actually, no. Let's just commit. Let's commit. So suddenly almost dead because she's got no Iron Wall. Please leave. We're gonna mash this her repeatedly so she doesn't die. Alright, we're gonna do this so we have a chance.
This is how it's done.
Not the best charge ever, but we need to get the pressure off of us immediately. Yeah, we need the pressure gone, like, right now, or she's gonna die. Yeah, that is a significant advantage.
Fall back now.
Okay, so we did like 5k. I mean, that's not, I think that's respectable, chat. I think that's honestly just completely respectable. I could have done it slightly earlier had I realized that, but it's fine. The Zihao boss should die to Zhang Fei. Again, we're just ambushing them, that way they lose morale faster. Zhuge slowly approaching. She might try to hit Zhang Fei here, which is okay, honestly. Really wish Zhuge would hurry up, though. We're gonna lure in case we're being chased, we're gonna go this way to lure them closer. Yeah, so they're confused from the surprise attack, which is good for us. We're moving them closer to Zhuge. This battle's almost over thanks to the surprise ambush. Ooh, I'm really scared. I lost sight of the enemy. We're going to go this way so she doesn't die. We need Juge to tank briefly. So my defense, they should meet with each other at this rate. And if she turns around to fight Zhang Fei, it doesn't matter. 'Cause that's where our other generals are. Okay, so now we just gotta find her. And now it's gonna be a massive battle, not in her favor. So I don't know where she went, but Juge should be able to see her no matter what she's doing. Sadly, Liu Bei not needed up here, but whatever. Could have sent him around the bottom. Might have been more useful. Oh well. Wang Zhang's learned the ability to duel. Oh, that's sick. So we know if we get him in just a couple more combats, he's pretty much good to go. Okay, we found the enemy. That's what I'm looking for. We somehow saved Sun Li. We'll move her a little further back. That's not what I want to do. Let's just select Wang Zhang. I think at this point we just tell everybody to attack and we should be fine. Because we'll have the number advantage after one spell. Okay, so we just saved Sun Li. Juge should intercept. Emphasis on should. Okay. What is he doing? There we go. So one good fireball should end her. I don't think she has Iron Wall, right? She does not. Chat, that's what we like to call unfortunate for her. Oh my, I can use Gale. Let the enemy get a little closer. We're slightly too close. This one is gonna be nasty, chat. Oh no, we're introducing them to the power of the square, chat. Excuse me, rectangle in this case. This is probably gonna kill like 4K plus and automatically put her at disadvantage. Go ahead, run around horses, see what happens. This is one of the better spells of the game. It just does so much damage. I know the power of the box. She's got to dodge the box, chat. She did not dodge the box. Look how many people this is affecting already. Look how many people is already being affected by this. This is really bad for her. I think I just hit her entire front line. I mean, don't you remember when Juge decided to summon the giant tornado to win at Mount DinJun? And I remember that. Oh, that one soldier. Poor soldier. Wow. So anyway, she got destroyed. Oh, look at the size of the fireball box. Oh no. Chat, we're winning too hard. I'm sorry, chat. We're winning too hard. So anyway, this fight is over. Even if she hits us with a spell, it just doesn't matter at this point. Okay, we're gonna use our historically accurate giant fireballs. Oh, we're at 5 fireballs now, so we're at max power. Run, soldiers, run. I don't even see any of their soldiers near the fireballs alive. I think they all died. This is fine. This just leaves them in a state of confusion as they ponder what it means to be historically accurate. So anyway, this fight will end as soon as we get anybody joining in. Even Zhang Fei at this point has a troop and morale advantage over Sun Yu, so that's how you know it's over. Even Zhang Fei right now, chat, will win. Oh, that charge was brutal against them. So yeah, I think this is just GG. We did get raided, but there's no point. This fight should just end. So we want to make sure we take control of Zhang Fei here, so if the enemy uses a spell, we don't have to sit through their animation. Yeah, we're just gonna charge Zhang Fei repeatedly. It's basically over. Long Zhang might even attack her. We'll see. He's trying to get into position. You know, it is the AI. So you never know with them, chat. Look at those troop counts fall. But hopefully, Chris and Steve are doing well. As we wind down the stage. So we still ended up going for a total route, and we managed to get to the storehouse. Not quite the positioning I wanted on the storehouse, but I'm still pretty happy with how it turned out. I'll call this acceptable. There we go.
The enemy general has been defeated! We've won!
We've won, chat.
We shall change the mandate of heaven by our power!
Lily! Lulu! You're safe.
Father!
You had me worried.
I understand you hung in there for Mei Mei. But you don't need to worry your father like that.
That was the sound effect. He really missed an opportunity to call the other daughter Lala. I'm just saying, chat.
With the victory we have claimed in this battle, our army has finally gained the upper hand.
Got a decent number of troops, high number of supplies, military skills went up by 10. I think that went okay. Here you go, Chad. Here's FMV Chan. We're not going to watch her each time, so enjoy the one time we'll see it for stage 7.
Oh, how can this be happening?
Liu Bei! It's awful! Cao Cao has expelled the Han Emperor and named himself the Emperor, starting a new empire. He's called it the Wei Empire.
What's that?
What's more,
You mean there's more?
all sorts of natural disasters are happening in the capital. Rumor is that you are the cause of them.
What? I'm causing natural disasters?
Yes, Steve, we're just peeping on Diao Chan all the time. We're kind of the worst character, honestly. So anyway, let's resave over Cao Cao, stage 7. So we're gonna continue. You can see we did the battle at Mount DinJun separately. We'll continue the game, but we're gonna reset, and we're just gonna replay the other point.